The launch of the Ludicrous Model 3 is imminent because now we know Tesla is filming some marketing material over in Valencia, Spain right now of this upgraded Model 3, and because they're filming it in Europe, there's a very good chance that, similar to the whole Highland refresh and everything, Europe, is gonna be getting it first. My condolences to all of my North American viewers out there and everyone who doesn't live in Europe. We're probably gonna have to wait a little while. The rollout is probably once again going to echo how it went for the rear-wheel drive and long-range Model 3 refreshes, which means this footage that was thankfully shot by Desmond Wisely, he wisely actually was able to catch this refreshed Model 3 performance in the wild, and we can tell that it's the refresh because even though the video is a bit pixelated thanks to him posting it on Twitter, the seats are a little bit more tapered on the edges, so it has a bit more of a performance-esque interior update, which is pretty cool. I'm wondering if there's going to be any other little tweaks that come along with that. But most importantly, you can see the Ludicrous badging on the back. Desmond thought it was plaid, but I don't think it's very hard to notice that the lines are not as grid-like as they are on the plaid branding, but Ludicrous mode is usually what Tesla used in the past on earlier Model S and X vehicles to signify that they had a 0 to 60 time of less than 3 seconds. So while the Model S and X have plaid and the Cybertruck has beast mode, I think Model 3 unlocking Ludicrous would result in a 0 to 60 time probably around 2.7 seconds. We'll see if I end up being right or not, but we can also see an updated diffuser on the back that's a little bit more aggressive, and of course that classic Model 3 performance spoiler is to be seen here. And Desmond also caught a second Model 3 Ludicrous being unveiled right before filming of this marketing material wherever Tesla plans on posting it, and we can see that the front of the Model 3 Ludicrous has a little bit more texture in that front bumper area with some additional air intakes, which I think make it look a lot more aggressive, and I hope Tesla gets ahead of these announcements. Honestly, I don't understand why Tesla's holding off on unveiling the Model 3 Ludicrous because we've all known it's coming for a while, similar to the refresh Model 3, but at the same time, I can kind of get why Tesla was hesitant to unveil the refresh Model 3 because then obviously as soon as you unveil it, nobody's gonna want to buy the older design, the legacy Model 3 that I'm still driving around. But with this, like, we all know it's coming. I don't think you're actually missing out on any potential sales because if someone really wants a performance Model 3, they're gonna keep waiting for the performance Model 3 to finally get refreshed and basically be a lighter, cheaper mini plaid Model S. It's got the rear display now, it's got the ventilated front seats, it's still got the full steering wheel. That's confirmed thanks to these videos. They're not bringing the yoke down to the cheaper car. So many advantages now to going with the Model 3 over the Model S that I wonder if Tesla's gonna have a noticeable drop in demand now for the Model S because this Model 3's value is just gonna be so hard to beat. So the Ludicrous badging is awesome. The updated seats are gonna be fun. It's cool to see some more exterior tweaks aside from just a spoiler, which is what they were before. Oh, and of course, yes, we also have the red brake calipers. That is making its way over. Guaranteed to add an extra 10% of performance on the track. Just those brakes being red makes all of the difference. But I must admit, as cool as all of this stuff is, it's not exactly how I think Tesla should go about unveiling Ludicrous Model 3s. Having them leaked. Seems like in these videos, they're just driving around the general public, hoping that nobody notices a lot of the design details, which, yeah, everyday people aren't gonna notice, but anyone with a trained eye is gonna be able to say, hey, that vehicle's not out yet. I can tell there's some differences. Tesla's a big brand. Obviously, Elon's in control of big social media platforms, so of course, people are gonna be posting this stuff around and find out about it, but looking at it through kind of a pixelated video that's posted online, it doesn't wow me as much. And in the same way, when we first saw that leaked photo of the refresh Model 3 with the new taillight design, you know, it wasn't really in great lighting circumstances. There were a bunch of bug guts on it and everything. It didn't have that wow factor. It was like, oh, huh, I guess that's the new Model 3. It looks okay, I guess. But then compare that to what it's like when the refresh actually drops. It's so much cooler when Tesla has their fancy marketing team dial it up with cool music and quick editing and perfect lighting and all the motion showcasing how cool the car looks in the real world. That's how it's meant to be unveiled, right? Kind of like at least the first couple of seconds the Cybertruck rolled out on stage. It blew our minds. There was no leaked images of the Cybertruck anywhere. It just showed up and we were like, whoa, this thing's crazy, before the armored glass last demo, and then it was kind of all downhill after that. But because I don't think anybody's convinced that the Model 3 Performance was canceled, everybody knows this Ludicrous Model 3 has been in the works, I think Tesla should just show us. You know, it's great for Desmond to post these videos of the cars he saw testing. I'll be sure to link him in the description below, and I hope he's able to get a decent boost to his profile for finding those cars. But seriously, Tesla, if you knew there was a refresh Model 3 Performance coming and it was going to gain Ludicrous mode and all that, rather than have all of these leaks go rampant and wild, why not just drop it, even if it's just animation and it's not the real car yet, but just show us what you intend on eventually launching? That would be, I think, a lot more of a wow moment for the public, other than, oh, is this it? Are those the differences? And then later, I'm sure, probably within a week or two, Tesla's gonna drop it and it'll just be in Europe. And if it's anything like the Highland release over there, then they're probably gonna give it to a bunch of YouTubers and journalists first, and then we'll have to find Tesla's own videos later, which is an interesting marketing strategy, but I think this will be basically the best performance sedan overall you can buy. What do you guys think of the Ludicrous Model 3 leaks? Are you excited? Are there things you're disappointed by? Do you think they should bring back gear stocks or, I don't know, ultrasonic sensors? Hopefully when it comes to the US, it qualifies for the federal tax credit, because the last Model 3 Performance did, and that would be an easy way for them to price it just under $55,000 and still make it close to the same price as the long range, but Tesla gets a thicker margin on it. All your thoughts and opinions, let me know what you're thinking down in the comments below. And thank you to everybody supporting this channel directly. It seriously helps us out a ton, as does just watching these videos. So thanks again. Have an excellent rest of your day.